Corpus Christi, I was with my sister, y'all. I'm with my sister and my family. And guess what? I felt like I was being set up to be kidnapped. I just never talked about it. Me and my family just chose not to talk about it. I decided not to talk about it because it made me so upset when I feel like I put myself in a position being gullible, you know, didn't realize that I was being set up. 1, I didn't get a refund. 2, I didn't get my food correctly served to me, or when I went back around the drive-thru, they did not replace my coffee with a hot coffee with no coffee grounds, or replace my son's sandwich with no meat on it. They kept our money. And 3, the manager came out the store in a COVID-19 panic where customers were not allowed in the store. She came out the store to show her employees that she big and bad, to come yell at us in our car and then take a picture of my license plates, which is a violation. I am definitely going to do something about this. I'm definitely going to file a police report or press charges against the employees, and then I'm going to file a super suit against that franchise, because you're not going to treat customers like this. I am a customer. I've been dealing with Dunkin Donuts for years, and I've never been treated like this. You mean to tell me you literally got your ego that high that you just can't see yourself giving me back my money? You can't see yourself apologizing? Okay.
Starting all over again.
Hey,
it's gonna be tough.
Yeah.
On us, but we're gonna make it.
Hey.
Starting all over again. It's gonna be rough on us, but we're gonna make it.
They look good. We're on our way to the beach. I hate to be leaving the hotel right now, but we'll be back probably to rest or to just collect our wet stuff. I'm kind of glad Dream did get the hotel now, even though I didn't expect to stay. Like, you know, I didn't think we'd be here all day, but it is an all-day event now that we're here. I'll tell you, whenever I'm by the water, it wears me out. It really does. It makes me not want to do anything else, but I am starving. I'm looking forward to the hamburgers on the grill. I'm looking forward to eating. And I want me something cold, really cold to drink. I'm sure we got cold water in the cooler. We did bring a cooler. Yeah, I got bugs on the window from driving. Maybe we could stop at like a car wash or something.
I'm not washing.
I'm so glad to see Dunkin Donuts. I don't know what to do. Nobody's gonna see you, Dream. Dream has my shades on just for the sun.
Bright just now.
Yeah, you should have put it back on. I wear shades. My shades are the bomb. One of my Spirit of Lights gave me those. I got like 3 pair of shades that came from Spirit of Lights, and they sent me nice shades.
And for me, can I have a egg and cheese croissant, no meat?
I'm sorry, I'm out of croissants.
Okay, egg and cheese bagel maybe?
The only bagels I have is my multi-grain bagel. I mean sesame seed and my raisins.
Oh Lord.
Okay, I'll take a multi-grain then.
Oh, here it goes.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Alright, have a nice day.
Thank you, have a great day.
You too.
Hey.
So you caught that, right?
Yes, it's been sarcastic,
Don't
but
go off. Just tell
Like,
her.
bro, like,
Dream, listen to me. Tell her.
I'm listening.
Coffee grounds is in
yeah,
coffee and it's not hot.
they gave me a cold coffee.
And you got meat on your sandwich, and tell her you're allergic to meat.
What? He's not allergic to meat. He just don't eat the meat. But I guess if you say you're allergic, they'll, I don't know. Anyway, my coffee is filled with coffee grounds. That was so disappointing. At first I was like, well, they just messed up Dream's sandwich. You know, he went inside, but they said they're only taking drive-through people. But she really messed up my coffee. I ain't never get Dunkin Donuts, and then I got a screw.
She knows. She knows.
Imagine me drinking my coffee.
I swear to God, she knows what she did.
And I got coffee grounds in it. That's crazy. That's crazy. I'm really disappointed. I'm just telling Nadine, thank God that I don't live in Corpus Christi. Well, I'm not saying like all the Dunkin Donuts out here is like that, but I'm glad I don't live out here because my Dunkin Donuts love me.
Did you take your coffee?
My coffee good.
It's good.
Nadine's coffee is good. She said this is what me and Dream get because we always like, you know, we just.
I didn't start nothing.
No, you didn't start anything,
Oh,
Dream.
she just got on the radio being, like.
But anyway, be nice when you tell her about my coffee because I.
See your card just in case they gotta refund it.
Oh, you told me a whole. Okay, that was crazy. This is how she gave me my coffee cup. I don't know if you can see that really good. I hope you can. But look how dirty it is. And I got coffee grinds all in it, all the way down. Coffee grinds, which is disgusting because I have never been. She said that all their coffee has coffee grinds in it, but Dream and Nadine's don't have it. And I always order coffee from Dunkin Donuts. I've never been treated this way. And Dream has a sandwich. He's a vegetarian and he has bacon on it. He purposely told her he wanted egg and cheese. Like, you just don't do what you want to do because you got an attitude. If you don't want to be at work, go home.
Then
I know everybody frustrated,
then
but
the first time I asked her for multigrain, I mean, she told me they didn't have it. So she said she had sesame seeds, so I got sesame seeds.
Exactly.
And then now she talking about she didn't have sesame seeds, so she had multigrain.
Yeah.
She's a liar. Their entire staff is rude.
Yep.
The girl proceeded, she came up to the window and she closed the window on me. She said, just close the fucking window after I'm asking for a name from the cashier who checked us out and gave us the wrong order. Being rude initially from the jump.
Just being rude.
It is what it is.
Then she said they're not allowed to give out names, but the name of the person that we're dealing with is on the receipt. And her coming out, I guess we were supposed to be scared or something like that. The only thing, she said, you want your sandwich or what? No, look, child, keep it. Keep it. I'm just going to report you to corporate. I'm going to do a Google report on you in that Pacific store so that nobody else have to go through that. Because what is your problem? And you ruining somebody's day? Like, dang, all I wanted was some hot coffee and he just wanted a sandwich. I didn't get my coffee, I didn't get my sandwich, so I'm going to call Dunkin Donuts now and report them. Hopefully I can do it soon. We're out at the beach at Corpus Christi. I keep saying Crispy, but it's Corpus Christi. I think that's how you say it. North Beach. And we tried to find another Dunkin Donuts so we can just get our coffee and our sandwich made correctly without about to be jumped on. So, well, let's be honest. She was just showing out. You know, but she wasn't going to jump on nobody because she was just showing out. And I will show y'all the coffee grinds when I get a chance. Right now, I just don't feel like being bothered with it. I just got the coffee sitting here. I'll pour it out and show it to y'all when I get a chance. I'm disappointed with that. And I can't believe she said that Dunkin Donuts served their coffee, all their coffee with coffee grinds inside the cup. I can't believe she said that. Like, seriously. And Dream is trying to get the grill together. The wind is blowing. Nadine's chilling out. I'm trying to keep her spirits up because it is her birthday and she's really upset about the way this girl behavior was. And then she's upset, you know, already because she fell into the middle of the ocean off of the jet ski. So she's spitting up that seawater because she swallowed a lot of it because she couldn't breathe. So now we're just going to try to enjoy the rest of our night. And, well, I'll take this up tomorrow. I'll definitely take this up tomorrow. Oh, my God. Like, I hate bad customer service. I really do. I And I know they hate bad customers, but dang. All I wanted was some coffee. Oh my God.
They look like that 5 minutes.
Okay, only do 4. Just in case.
Add the chicken. I'm on my way home. I've been trying to like stay woke for dream, but I think I'm gonna just go ahead and get me some sleep. I'm tired. It's been a long it's been a long, rough day. A long day, but at the end of the day, Nadine was saying when you're trying to stay positive, we got each other. At the end of the day, we got each other, so. We finished with the cookout. We was able to get like the chicken sandwich we packed up. Once we start seeing everybody trying to leave, we got the grill going. It was really blowing, the wind was really blowing like a terrible storm was coming. So, we went back to the hotel, collected everything, and just we're headed home. So we only was able to cook a few pieces on the grill, and only the chicken basically had got done. So I came home and put all the hot dogs and the burgers in the fryer to finish cooking them. And I'm about to eat. It's so late. We just getting home. It's probably like 3 in the morning. I'm so exhausted. I'm so tired. Then I've been talking to Nadine for about an hour, you know, just trying to put the whole day into perspective. And right now we're just so grateful that, you know, we're still together as a family. Thank God. Thank God we're still together as a family. I'm waiting on my clothes to finish in the dryer. Once my clothes finish in the dryer, I'm just going to eat. Nadine's waiting on food too. We're just starving right now. This sauce right here. This sauce right here is so good. So good. Good morning. Dream just, he told Mom, you woke, you think I'm the one that called out to him, telling him to go get me the bag that's in the car so I can go ahead and call Dunkin Donuts corporate this morning. I'm definitely really going to follow through because I didn't deserve to not get my coffee. He didn't deserve to not get his food. And Nadine didn't deserve to not get our money back, or, you know, we had to leave with even when we tried to hand her the stuff back, she didn't even like try to grab it. She was just like, you know, she spoke with a lot of attitude, and at one point I didn't even think that going back to change my coffee, because I had no intentions on changing my coffee. I was happy. Nadine was happy. She got coffee. The short girl at the window was the one who made Nadine and Dream's iced coffee. And then the manager, I believe, made my coffee. But I didn't think nothing of it. When Dream was telling her what he wanted for his sandwiches, she was telling us to pull up, pull up. She even had like a bad attitude then. But the problem was, for her, is she didn't know that I was fuming. I wasn't fuming her. I was actually fuming myself. Matter of fact, y'all know I vlog, period. I don't even have to explain that. And when I asked her for a stir, I think I turned the camera off. I'm not sure, because I haven't looked at the footage yet. I told Dream, I said, wait, tell her that I'm going to need a stir. The reason why I asked for a stir is because when they make you coffee anywhere you go, they don't just automatically give you a stir. You have to ask for it. And I don't ask for a stir to stir my stuff up. I asked for it to drink from the cup, because right now it's COVID-19. You know, and I didn't feel comfortable for just sipping from the cup like that. And it's so crazy, because she was like, you want what? You want what? I said, a stir for the coffee. And I kind of was like, a stir? Like, okay, I just want to stir. And then she's like, all right, we'll stir it up for you real good. Like that. And I ain't thinking nothing of it. I really didn't think nothing of it. When I got to the car and Nadine said, I said, oh man, my coffee cup is really wet. My coffee cup is kind of nasty. So Nadine was like, Mom, put it inside of the container, you know, because like I did my McDonald's coffee. And my, so I was like, oh yeah, I'll do it that way. That way I don't have to worry about the stir, because they were wet. They was nasty when she gave them to me. And I was like, dang, I never got Dunkin Donuts where my straws were wet, you know. And I was just like, I still didn't think nothing of it, like, go back and get a stir. I was just like, okay, then pour it in the container. And when I started pouring the container, before I started pouring, I started seeing all these little dots. Now, I drains my coffee now, because I got to go pick up my coffee pot. Nadine's supposed to get it from the post office. And, well, we both supposed to go pick it up from the post office, but she told me that we'll do it another day, trying to catch them open. With this going on, so many stores are closed and they're just not open. So many places. So I know I use coffee grinds. I use it. I'm a coffee person. So when I saw it, I said, oh, I got coffee grinds in my coffee. Coffee grinds. So it wasn't no like big deal that it was coffee grinds in it. It was just like, you know, one here, one there, one there. It was when I start to pour, and you can see at the bottom there's about a good whole, if you was a person that made coffee, you take a whole teaspoon and you put it inside the cup and then it melt away. This was like a whole teaspoon of coffee grinds in my coffee, and I was like, oh my God, I can't drink this. I can't drink this. I don't even have nothing to drain it with. I said, okay, Dream, when you go back to the window, let her know that my coffee has coffee grind in it. So Dream telling her what his problem was, because it's not the fact that it was bacon in it. It was in entanglement. It was an entanglement of the bacon and eggs together. Anyway, it was entwined inside of the croissant with the bacon. It was all gooey good together, which wasn't no problem. But the issue is that Dream's a vegetarian. So even taking off the bacon is like, ew, period, because he don't eat bacon. He can't give it to me. He can't give it to Nadine. And then taking it off the sandwich is not going to make the sandwich vegetarian, because it's still going to taste like bacon. Bacon has grease in it, and it's bacon from a pig. It goes on the sandwich, okay? It's meat. And so he was like, Mom, we had a long conversation, like 2 minutes, about this egg and cheese croissant. I'm not understanding. Why would she do this? Why would she do this? I said, well, me and Nadine both told him just take it back and just stay calm. When he talking to her, I said, he told her, oh yeah, and her coffee, what's wrong with your coffee, love? What's wrong with your coffee, love? I said, it has coffee grinds in it. Oh, all the coffees has coffee grinds in it. That's how they made. I said, no, they don't. I buy Dunkin Donuts all the time. She said, oh, they don't? Oh, they don't? It was like it was just so intense, just even talking to her. Like when I say that I buy Dunkin Donuts coffee, or I mean that literally. I am a Dunkin Donuts place, and I'm not going to let her change my mind about Dunkin Donuts because she's just one individual. Now it's been times in the past where I would forget the whole franchise when I'm treated wrong. But I'm not like that anymore. I'm not that person anymore because I realize that each franchise is accountable for the people that they hire. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to hold her accountable, and I'm going to hold that franchise, that particular store accountable for the way she treated me, because I don't believe this is her first time. Like I always say this saying, every dog has her day or his day. And you're going to meet the right person on the right day. She met the right person on the right day. She just had no clue who I was because I was not sitting. Normally when I pull up to the window, people recognize me. She didn't recognize me. I'm not from Corpus Christi, but no matter where I go, most people normally recognize me, but I definitely wasn't dressed up. I definitely wasn't looking, especially when I'm going up the window and I got my wig and my eyeshadow on, or once they hear me start talking, oh my God, you're ASMRTheChew. She didn't see me because I was sitting on the other side of the car and Dream was driving the Jeep. Okay, Dream was driving. All she saw was Dream. She just didn't give a hoot who I was, his mother, nothing. None of that mattered to her because it was not unnecessary, invalid. It just didn't matter. So she didn't know who I was. She didn't even know I was filming. And it was the second time when I came back around, her attitude just got so belligerent that I started turning the camera. The other young lady comes to the window, and I asked the young lady what was the manager's name. She said she wasn't allowed to give out her name, no names, the manager names, or anything like that. They're not allowed to give out no numbers, the corporate number, nothing like that. They're not allowed to give out the store number, none of that. So she basically made it impossible. She thought she was making it impossible for me to put in a complaint. But then when I looked on a receipt, I found most of the information that I need, so I'm going to call corporate now. We found out that the corporate number, everything we need, I think is on the receipt. So I'm getting ready to call them this morning before Nadine and Dream leave. They going to Target without me. I'm going to edit. I'm going to edit the crab eating video, and I'm going to edit the next vlog that's supposed to come out, and I'm going to edit the footage so that I can send it to Dunkin Donuts email. And also the footage will be, you're probably gonna see the footage, yeah, also the footage is definitely probably gonna be in this vlog or the next vlog. It should be in the vlog before. I don't know, y'all. Child, no, I'm tired. I just woke up. Okay, and then I woke up with this on my mind, just so disappointed. Yesterday was crazy, y'all. Yesterday for Nadine's birthday was crazy. It was so crazy. I came home last night and it was about 2:30. I got home. I cooked the burgers. Me and Nadine stayed up to 5 o'clock this morning. We just getting up. It's 11 o'clock. And we talked till 5 in the morning. And we was just saying like, whoa. The first thing Nadine said, Mom, so what you think about yesterday? I said, Nadine, any other time I'll be really, really like upset, but it was like everything went wrong, but it was so nice and exciting that we were still together, and it was a blessing that I didn't lose Nadine and Dream. It was one of the scariest moments I ever had in my life. Like, I had a lot of scary moments in my life. I had a lot of tragic in my life, but I've never had a moment like that when I was faced with it. Right then and there in my face. Like, it didn't happen afterwards, it didn't come slowly, it happened fast. And all I can do in that moment was scream. And after I finished screaming, I realized screaming right now, I needed to stop screaming. I just needed to stop, and I went into prayer. I went into prayer and I said, God, I know you got them. I know you got them. I said, I'm going to calm down, and I'm just going to pray that they're going to be all right, and they're coming out that water safely, and they're going to be healthy, and they're going to be okay. Not only was I just afraid of them just instantly losing their life, they were in front of me, and the two people that were there that at the jet ski place, they were in front of me. In front of my eyes, I was losing my children. And I can hear the horror, and I just start screaming out my mind. And then after the screaming, I went into a silent prayer. Y'all, I felt that water, I felt that wind come across me, and I felt a calmness. I've never felt such a huge calmness come over me, and I could feel the embrace that something was there. And I said, okay. And I remember just seeing the chaos. The girl, she was, trying to scream at Nadine and Dream and wave to them, let them know she was panicking. The boy, he was panicking because he was trying to go save them, but the jet ski that he tried to use till he got loose wouldn't like start up right away, and he couldn't seem to get it in the bank where he needed to get it so that he could take off. And then when he got on it, it wouldn't start. It wouldn't go nowhere. And I can hear the struggle. I can hear the struggle in the water. I can hear the crying and the screaming out for help. And I can hear Nadine like gargling, literally gargling, like she couldn't get help out. You could hear the water trying to come out her mouth. It was horrible. And when I saw all of this, all of a sudden I just felt this calmness. And next thing you know, they were over there. They got to them. And even with getting them, it was a struggle getting them out the water. It was a struggle getting them out that water. But they got them out. And then I got to hear what Nadine and Dream was telling me about what happened. So I don't know if we're still going to talk about it together because there's still so much going on. We are doing different things this morning. But as soon as I finish editing and doing what I got to do for the day, I'll come back and I will definitely tell you what happened from the beginning to the end. Definitely. It was a very scary moment, but we were all able to find humor later and just be grateful that our small family is still together. I still have my son, I still have my daughter, they still have their mom. And I gotta tell y'all, oh my God, I was just listen to what Nadine was telling me and listen to what Dream was telling me. There's some stuff that took place that I would have never knew if something tragic had happened. I think Dream just walked past. I think he's on his way to go. I could swear I heard him. I think he just went to the car to get the receipt so I can call Dunkin Donuts before they leave. Because of course you know I don't have a phone. I still don't have a phone. Mama Spirit gonna get his phone. Spirit Girl gonna get a phone again soon. I'm not in rush to get a phone, trying to keep my bills low. Also, who's gonna call me? Oh, you got the number, Nadine? You got the number? Okay, so it was Nadine that went past. I'm calling Dream. I know I heard somebody, y'all. It was Nadine, so she got the phone number. So I'm getting ready to call Dunkin Donuts, and I will talk to you in a little bit. Okay, so Dunkin Donuts said my wait time is 30 minutes. Okay, Nadine and Dream is leaving out. Nadine's taking the phone with her. Been on the phone for 45 minutes waiting on Corpus, but I looked on Google. They have a headquarters number. So I'm going to call that when she's get back. And I'm going to work on the email that I'm going to email to customer service at DunkinDonutsBrand.com. And I'm going to shorten the footage so I can make sure I send them the footage. Nadine was saying, Mom, she literally cursed you out. I said, yes, she did. She sure did. And I'm definitely going to follow through. But since they're gone, I'm going to go fix me a hamburger that I cooked this morning and get started on editing because it's late. See you in a little bit. Hi, Spirit of Lights. It's been a long day. It's been a long day, but I did get an email back from Dunkin Donuts corporate, and they apologized immediately and told me that they were contacting the franchise immediately. So I feel good about that. Actually, I'm really happy about that they contact me right away. I didn't even have to wait days. I literally got my email soon. Like it was definitely a nice email, and I appreciate it. So now I'm just waiting to see how long it's going to take for me to get my money back and to get my apology from that particular store. But other than that, I'm going to go take out the garbage, and I've been working all day, so I'm going to go take a nap. Literally, I'm tired like an old person. I'm definitely, I'm going to take me a nap. Actually, I ate, so I'm a little full. So I got a message from one of my Spirit of Light saying that my review had been deleted and it wasn't there. So I went to go. So I got it. I got a message from one of my Spirit of Light saying that my review was deleted or wasn't there no more. And I said, what? So I went to go check it. They said my message was no longer there. So I reposted it and I said, wow, they deleted my message. They could delete my message but not contact me. Not say, hey, you know, we're going to give you a refund. Not say, hey, we'll apologize for how we treated you. You know, and we want to resolve this, a resolution or something. If this is not resolved, then I'm going to legally take actions. I'm going to sue them for how they treated me, because you can't treat people like that. You literally could not just give me a refund. You couldn't apologize. Nope. I'm definitely going to sue them. 1, I didn't get a refund. 2, I didn't get my food correctly served to me, or when I went back around the drive-thru, they did not replace my coffee with a hot coffee with no coffee grounds, or replace my sun sandwich with no meat on it. They kept our money. And 3, the manager came out the store in a COVID-19 panic where customers were not allowed in the store. She came out the store to show her employees that she big and bad, to come yell at us in our car and then take a picture of my license plates, which is a violation. I am definitely going to do something about this. I'm definitely going to file a police report or press charges against the employees, and then I'm going to file a super suit against that franchise, because you're not going to treat customers like this. I am a customer. I've been dealing with Dunkin Donuts for years, and I have never been treated like this. You mean to tell me you literally got your ego that high that you just can't see yourself giving me back my money? You can't see yourself apologizing? Okay. Good morning, Spirit of Lights. Hey, y'all. Yes, today is July 17. Just got up not too long ago, finished brushing my teeth, and said, okay, let me finish drying my clothes from yesterday. I'm drying my last batch of clothes, and I got so much on my mind. Now, I had someone contact me from the Dunkin Donuts Corporation, and they just let me know that they definitely is going to follow up and make sure that the franchise get in touch with me. But I still remember, I think it's in my mind, when the young lady said that in order for me to get a refund, I would have to contact the corporation to get a refund. And I don't know why that thing bothered me so much. That thing bothers me because even though she said that she hoped that I don't, or that I give Dunkin Donuts another chance, and I hear what she's saying, because I don't want to judge all of the Dunkin Donuts because they are independently owned. And I didn't know that. I'm just learning that. But at the same time, how am I supposed to proceed if I wanted coffee or just a donut or it doesn't even matter what I order. How am I supposed to feel going to a Dunkin Donuts and not sure if I'm going to get what I want? Am I gambling every time I go to Dunkin Donuts? And I never thought about it like that before. I never felt this way about Dunkin Donuts before. Am I gambling with my money? Because even though it may not seem like a lot of money to one person, it's a lot of money, period. Like, I don't have money to go to a place and order what I want, and they decide that if I'm going to get what I ordered or decide that I can't have my money back. Now, it's one thing if I placed an order. Now, I'm going to tell you, I have done this in the past where I placed the order and I forgot to say decaf. And the young ladies or whoever was at the window took my coffee back with no problem, said that, you know, it's okay, we'll change it. But I didn't even make no mistake with my order. I definitely ordered decaf, and I just wanted, you know, my hot coffee. That's all I wanted. And now, I'm not going to say I never got a cold coffee from Dunkin Donuts, because I don't remember ever getting a cold coffee. Now, I remember getting a cold coffee from McDonald's, and they changed it right away and made it steaming hot, you know. And I do believe that sometimes you can get cold coffee because not everybody orders decaf, so it might be sitting there. But it's still unfair that I have to get a cold coffee if I'm paying for a hot decaf coffee. And for her to tell me that I would have to contact the corporation to get my money back, that's ridiculous. It makes me feel like, even like this morning, I was saying, dang, I want me a good cup of coffee. And the first thing you think about is Dunkin Donuts or McDonald's or Starbucks. I would hate to just leave my house and thinking I want to get me a cup of coffee that I pay for, but then they decide, the cashier or the manager decide to give me something other than what I ordered, and then I bring it back and they tell me that they're not going to change it, or if I don't like the way they treated me, they're not going to give me my money back. It's just not right. It's not right. And I definitely am not going to be satisfied until they say, yes, we're going to refund your money and we'll apologize that the way you were treated. Now, the thing is, in the beginning, I don't feel like we was treated bad. I didn't even take it as bad. We were just having like a crazy day already. We was having such a crazy day already that Dunkin Donuts was going to be our comfort place. We're going to Dunkin Donuts because we need to feel comfort right now because of everything that took place. Now, as you know, even when the manager, like Dream, picked it up right away, she was being rude. She literally just jumped on the intercom and interrupted what the girl was telling my son. So when Dream said, okay, all right, well, fine, I can't get what I want, I'll get what you suggested. So he said, you know, as long as this is going to be egg and cheese. So whatever she suggested, he went with that, you know, and we moved up. It was no problem. And then it got to the point, it just got to the point, like, what happened was Dream, when he got to the window, he told the young lady that he liked her, the cashier, he liked the cashier more, because we were dealing with two people. The cashier was polite in the beginning, and the manager somehow or another just cut over whatever she was saying. Even when she was at the window talking to us, my son said, I like you more, thanks for treating me nice, you know. And she said, oh, you're welcome. Next thing you know, the manager's at the window and she's going back and forth with my son, and my son literally is like, what? And I told her, I said, you don't have to be so mean. You don't have to be so mean. You're mean. And she's like, I'm not being mean, I'm not being mean. Then what do you call it? To go back and forth with a person who just want to be treated nice at the window and who wants to place their order and get their order. Now, this is before we knew our order was wrong. We didn't even know our order was wrong. And I wasn't even really focused on fuming anyone or anything at Dunkin'. I was focused on my family and myself. So I had cut off the camera because I was done. Once we placed our order, I was done. It was when we got to the window when the first confrontation kind of started going back and forth, because the manager jumped over her employee to go back and forth with my son and myself. And I said, you know what, you're just being mean. You just going off and you're being mean. And you know, and even after all of that went on, all I asked her for was a stir, you know. And I didn't even think, you know, like, even though she was being mean, that if I asked for a stir, that she was going to mess with my coffee. I'm starting to feel in my heart, deep down in my heart, she did what she did to my coffee on purpose, because I told her she didn't have to be at the window being confrontational and being mean. It's unnecessary, you know. And I didn't think nothing of it. So when we got to park, good thing we parked. Dream was about to eat a sandwich, and he realized that it was smothered in bacon. Now you know, the right person that don't want pork or beef or meat or anything like that on their sandwich, they're gonna go off. My son didn't go off, because Dream is trained in communication, honey. He's trained, okay? And the fact that she's a woman, Dream respects women. You know what I'm saying? The fact that she was a woman, he's even more calmer he's so calmer when it comes to a woman. He respects a woman. So he was saying, you know what? Okay, let me go inside. Obviously, me saying 3 or 4 times that I just want egg and cheese and no meat, she still didn't get it. Let me go inside so they could change my sandwich and I could see them make it. She got to the door and they told him that he had to go through the window. They're not taking customers because of the COVID-19. Okay, we get that. Gets in the car. I'm still like, okay, Dream got to change his sandwich. Let me get ready to enjoy my coffee. I'm about to enjoy my coffee. I'm not, you know, I'm happy I got my coffee. This will calm my nerves, because I had just been through some craziness right before that, and my nerves were shook. My nerves was off the chain. And so when I went to get ready to pour my coffee into my canister, it was filled with coffee grinds. And I was like, oh no. And Nadine looked at it. She's like, oh my God, Mom, you can't drink that. I was like, oh my God. So then I was like, well, maybe it's just a few. The more I poured, it just started clunking. It was just a lot of it. And then I tilted, and I was like, oh my God. All the way at the bottom, all the way around the rim, floating around coffee grinds. I still got the coffee in the car, and I hope that it ain't nasty. As I left in the car, because I thought that maybe the manager wanted a picture, wanted something like that. I should have poured it out. I might still pour it out in my sink just to show y'all what it looked like. But you probably don't care about that anyway. Matter of fact, it don't even matter. It don't even matter if I didn't have coffee grinds. It don't even matter if maybe I didn't have milk. The point is, when I went back to the window and I asked her for a fresh hot coffee, she should have said, I'm sorry, ma'am, that you weren't satisfied. I'm going to fix it. But instead, she was just short-tempered. She was so angry. She was so upset. And I was just like, dang, all we want is for you to, he told you no meat. You can't get mad with him because he wants to change his sandwich. And you can't get upset with me because I don't want to drink coffee grinds. And, you know, and I'm saying like, okay, this can't be right. I've never been treated like this. Not just by Dunkin Donuts, but I've never been like in a huge confrontational with a fast food place or a place of a restaurant, because some places I go to not fast food. I go to drive-thrus that are actual restaurants. I have never ever been treated like that, and I was like that. But when she started just, you know, with the fit and all of that, I said, you know what? And then with them laughing in the background, they thinking it's a joke, they thinking it's funny. And then she said to me for the first time after the confrontation she got in with my son, she didn't really get into it with me. I did put my 2 cents in it, and I said, look, you don't have to be mean like that. He just don't want no meat on his sandwich. He's a vegetarian. And I'm not being mean. I said, and then to go back and forth with me to try to convince me that my coffee going to have coffee grounds in it, because all Dunkin Donuts coffee have coffee grounds in it on the second run. The first confrontation was with my son, and I just told her she didn't have to be mean like that, because she acted like she was going to fight him. She acted like she was going to fight him. And I didn't think, you know, after everything calmed down, I was like, can I get a stir? I didn't even think asking for a stir that all of this was going to transpire. And I believe my coffee was good until I asked for that stir. Even though they didn't make it yet, I believed that it would have been good. But she was like, oh yeah, we're going to stir your coffee real good. Now when they started laughing, I don't know why I ain't picked nothing up on it. I was just thinking, oh, they laughing because she's at the window being argumentative with Dream. Now, I'm going to tell you what I feel personally. Personally, I feel that she was upset because my son thanked the first cashier for respecting him at the window. She said, I liked you more You're much nicer than the manager. Oh my God, y'all. I think that threw her head just got cut off. Her security of who she thinks she is was interrupted when my son was talking nicely to the cashier. Because I feel like this, like I didn't even like the way she was treating her employee anyway. Her employee was doing her job very well, in my opinion. There was no reason to make her employee look like she's just not doing her job. She don't know how to do her job. She don't know what she's doing. She just jumped over her employee and make her employee look kind of like embarrassed, look like she doesn't know what she's doing. We wasn't dealing with the manager. We was dealing with the cashier. She couldn't take that my son was talking nicely to the cashier and the cashier was talking nice to him. She had to interrupt that because I think she's just so used to getting all the attention that when she didn't get the attention this one time, she couldn't take it. That's how I feel. I feel like jealousy was a part of that. She was jealous of the girl that was working in the cashier line. You can pick it up clear as day that manager was jealous of her employee, and this is not the first time she made that girl look bad, but this time she got into it, a confrontation with my son. So she allowed her employees to disrespect the customers because they see how she talked to them. They jumped on the bandwagon, and this is not the first time they've done it over and over again. When I went to go read the comments and the reviews on Facebook, check out the reviews on Facebook on Corpus Christi Dunkin Donuts and the reviews on Google. I read some of the comments and it's wrong. I'm gonna tell you, this is my own opinion. I believe in my heart, because there's not another Dunkin Donuts near there, and they know that, they go far and beyond to do what they want and treat their customers any way they want to, because they feel like, yeah, the customer complaint, it don't matter. We independently own. We're going to disrespect the customer. We're going to mess with them. We're going to tamper with their food, and there ain't nothing they can do about it. They have done this over and over again, and now I don't even blame the manager for being stanky and nasty and definitely shouldn't have been hired for that job. I blame the owner. Whoever is the owner knows that their Dunkin Donuts is irate. They use profanity, they disrespectful, and they tamper with people's food. They know that. They know that, because why would they have complaint after over and over and over again? Because there's no other Dunkin Donuts in that area. And the reason why I know is because I was going to take my coffee and my son's bagel to another Dunkin Donuts and ask them could they please change it out and tell them what happened to us. Because I have done that before. I've done that with McDonald's. Like, you know, if I didn't feel comfortable with the person with my order because they're being, you know, stankiness, stanky, or have an attitude, or just seem confrontational, instead of getting to them, I just go to another McDonald's. I went and tried to look up another Dunkin' Donuts because I'm not from around there. Couldn't find one. Maybe it's one there, but they're not listed. Where, you know, they come up on the information when you pull it up on your phone. There was no one. We could not find another Dunkin' Donuts. So we was like, dang. We had to drive home. One, the worst thing ever that can happen to a consumer is that the consumer lost their money. Two, the second worst thing that can happen to a consumer is getting into confrontation with the person who is in control of their money and their food at the window or inside the store. The third thing that can happen to a consumer is getting food that they did not order or they did not want. And the fourth thing for me, okay, I'm a pescatarian. I eat seafood, but I don't eat pork. I don't eat beef. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat turkey. And it's not because it's not good. It's for health reasons, okay? So why would you give somebody something they don't want? Fourth thing, the worst thing that can happen to a consumer is getting food that they don't want. And I'm a pescatarian. I eat fish. I eat crab. I eat seafood. Some seafood, you know. Not all, because I'm picky when it comes to seafood. Now, my son, he don't eat seafood. He made a conscious, hard decision. He's on a vegetarian journey. He has been doing so good. It doesn't even enter his mind to even order or buy meat at all. So to give a person or mess up their food and they don't have no control to just change the food and get what they want, to get what they want, This young lady refused to give us a refund. When I asked the cashier for a refund, she went and got the manager. The manager said, no, you can't have a refund. She just came right out her mouth and said no. She refused to give me my money back. That's the worst thing that can happen to a consumer. I think that even if she had exchanged my food out, I still would have been upset with the confrontation, but I would have been okay to move on. I'm not moving on until you pay me my money back. And the other thing too, she is such a bully and been a bully for so long and got away with the way she treat people. Let me tell you what she did. She came out that store. She came out that store to intimidate us. She took a picture of my license plate. And I don't appreciate it because I didn't do anything to you. I didn't threaten you that I'm going to come through the store. I didn't threaten you that I was going to hit you. I didn't threaten you that I want to beat you up. The only thing I asked you for was a refund and for you to change our food. But for you to make us feel like you're going to take a picture of our license plate and call the police on us because you were in the wrong is absolutely wrong, and she done it before. But I'm not going to let her get away with this. I'm definitely pressing charges on her for coming out that store trying to intimidate me and taking a picture of my license plates. And then you're going to take off your mask and come up to our car talking real loud. You said you can't let nobody in the store because it's a pandemic. Why are you walking up to my car with no mask on, yelling, telling whatever you want to say, and taking a picture of my license plates because we want a refund and want you to change our food from putting bacon on a sandwich, on a vegetarian sandwich, okay? He said egg and cheese. And then you were a liar. She's a liar. I'm gonna tell you why she's a liar. She clearly said that they didn't have the multi-grain. So my son said, okay, I'll take the sesame seed. Then he gets back up to the window and she said, well, we don't have no more sesame seed. And he said, okay. She said, only thing we got is multi-grain. She forgot about the raisin and the other stuff she said she had. And my son was like, well, I thought she said she didn't have multi-grain. He said, fine, I'll take the multi-grain. This woman was so upset. She wanted to be in control, to let us know that we're not important, we're little people, and that she's deciding that 1, we can't have our food, 2, we can't have a refund, and 3, we cannot be treated with respect. She decided that all on her own. So I'm not letting this go until something is done. And then she had the nerve. I really believe that it was her or one of the employees at the window contact me in my YouTube and left me a racist, colorist comment. Okay? And then she forget that her name is on the receipt. So when I made it into the comment and let her know I knew who she was, she deleted the comment in 1 second. She immediately deleted the comment. Okay, it's bad enough that you was confrontational. Now you want to do a little harassment? See, I ain't got time for the harassment. I'm telling you, I'm taking everything I got and I'm just going to press charges on you because, you know, I cannot move forward knowing that you thought that you made a power move by not treating us right. It's not right. And the corporation, even though I see that they gave me a case number and they said they take this very seriously, I don't want to be taken very seriously and I hear from you a month later. I want to hear from the franchise or the general manager or the owner of that store now. I want to hear something now because I'm very upset. Like, seriously, I'm getting ready to take a trip right back out to Corpus Christi. But first I'm going to go to my police station and file me a police report against her. And then I'm probably going to sue her for stress, for messing with my coffee, because you don't have a right. I don't care if you're an employee and you don't own the franchise. You don't mess with nobody's food and you don't mess with nobody's drink. Like, you don't do that in no COVID-19 mess. It had me so freaking shook. I was like, oh no. I'm not messing with her. I don't want nothing from, at this point, I said, oh no, I don't want nothing from her. I don't trust that. I just don't trust a person that's so confrontational. And I never thought about looking up the reviews for each Dunkin Donuts that I go to. Now, I'm not going to look up the reviews for the Dunkin Donuts that I go to. I got 3 of them. Wait, I got 4. Wait, it's 5. I got 5 Dunkin' Donuts that I go to. That one was just rare because I don't live out there. And all my Dunkin' Donuts is good to. I love my freaking Dunkin' Donuts. I have never had no problem with Dunkin' Donuts. But I never thought, now if I go to a new one, before I go, I'm going to look up the review. Because I don't have time for nobody messing with my food. So I think that we should start doing that before we start trusting a fast food or a restaurant. Look up the reviews first to make sure that we're going to be treated right as customers. Because let me tell you something, I work for Dunkin' Donuts. I work for Dunkin' Donuts and I work for Popeyes. What other fast food did I work for? I think those are the only 2 that I think I might have worked for Burger King just for a hot second. But those are 2 that I remember because I worked the longest and I have my memories. The first thing they say is that the customer is right. The customer is right. You know what I'm saying? Now, if a customer is coming to your store back and forth harassing you, then something should be done about that. And the customer should not be allowed back in the store. But you should not be harassed, intimidated, and bullied by a manager, a cashier, or an employee when you go order your food. It's just not right. It's not right, and I'm definitely not letting it go. So yeah, this morning, I'm just trying to get myself together. That was just on my mind. It's just on my, I think the girl got me freaked up. She got me freaked up. And child, she gonna say, I'm not nobody. Okay, yeah, you might be right. Maybe I'm nobody to you. But what you didn't know is that I was ASMRTheChew. That's what you upset about now. That's what you upset about. And I definitely have a voice. I definitely have a platform. But when I came to Dunkin' Donuts, it wasn't to meet you. It wasn't to have a confrontation with you and your employees. All I wanted was some hot coffee. And all you had to do was make it right. You didn't even have to deal with us no more after that. If you would have just took the sandwich back and gave us a new sandwich with no bacon on it and gave us a hot coffee with no coffee grounds and decaf, this wouldn't even be going on at all. I still would talk about you. I would talk about your attitude, definitely. I still would let my subscribers know, because I don't want anyone. I got Spirits of Lights in Corpus Christi. Oh, that's right. She said she didn't like the way I pronounce it, Corpus Christi. Corpus Christi, but I'm going to say Corpus Crispy because I am not happy right now with the way I've been treated. And Corpus Christi has been, every time I go to Corpus Christi, something bad happened. I haven't even told y'all what happened to me the last time I was in Corpus Christi. I didn't even tell y'all. One day I'm going to tell y'all. I'm going to tell y'all. I know it's going to sound crazy. I'm going to just say this. The last time I was in Corpus Christi, I was with my sister, y'all. I'm with my sister and my family. And guess what? I felt like I was being set up to be kidnapped. I just never talked about it. Me and my family just chose not to talk about it. I decided not to talk about it because it made me so upset when I feel like I put myself in a position being gullible, you know, didn't realize that I was being set up. Then now I'm in back, and I didn't even know. If my son would have told us that that's where we was going, I thought we was going to Galveston to go jet skiing. If I knew we was going to Corpus Christi, I would have told my son, no, I don't want to go out there. I want to go out there because the vibes for me does not feel good because of what happened to me last time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling comfortable with that. Even though it's so freaking beautiful. It's so beautiful out there. I love it. But you know what? I decided I am going to go back out there. I just have to not relate every little thing that happened to, you know, me, but I carry that on. When something happened, I try to stay away from that environment, that tone, that vibe, that place. But I'm not going to let fear take over me. So I will go back because I realized being out there this time, it was absolutely beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. And it just so happened that, you know, everything was crazy this time we were out there for Nadine's birthday. But, you know, I know we're going to get over it as a family. We growing together. We got the memories, and it taught us something. It taught us a huge lesson. But I think the cherry on top was going to Dunkin' Donuts and just wanted comfort and then got treated horribly. I think that's what it was.